Hi, I'm Dr. Heather Woodson. I'm the Vice President for Academic Affairs at Gaston College. I'm a member of the URCDP board, and I also teach biology and education courses.
I am Amanda Davis. I'm the Math Department Chair at Forsyth Technical Community College.
I am Dr. Shanrika McNair Williams. I am the Division Chair for Humanities and Social Sciences at Fayetteville Technical Community College, and I teach sociology. I'm also a Ford member.
I'm Dr. Deneen Pritchett from Central Piedmont Community College. I am the faculty director of Central Piedmont's Truist Honors Program, and I am also a board member.
Since I teach two different disciplines, I'll share a couple of examples. One is I teach a lot of general biology, and I have students do behavioral research on different organisms in their natural environment. While in my education classes, one of the things I do is have my students look at the efficacy of different teaching methods. In the mathematical arena, many of our textbooks have some information about research, but they're really heavier on the math content. And so using the modules in the undergraduate research, I can really go deeper into, particularly Module 3 has data analysis management topics that will really be geared toward research rather than heavy on the math. So this kind of resource will be really helpful in the classroom as we work on one example is a linear correlation project where we look at correlations of two variables with 20 different countries. I can weave in the content from our modules on ethics and data collection to help students understand what is good data that they find and what are good resources along the way.
As a way to do it interdisciplinarily, we could do it with sociology and art, and the students could look at the different mediums for a artwork that they select. Then they could talk about the culture, also go back and research why the medium was used to create the piece of artwork, and then they would find primary, secondary, and tertiary sources.
As you heard my colleagues talk about research across the disciplines, that also helps us to see that research can be simple or it can be more detailed and rigorous. And when thinking about research, this could be secondary research or empirical research. And so for psychology, in my class, we have an assignment where we focus on music. And then we also focus on psychology, which is the scientific study of individual behavior and mental processes. And so the idea is that students identify a musical piece and that they evaluate that piece, how that piece makes them feel, to understand that there was the impact of music can be physical, it can be cognitive, or it can be psychological. And so in order to do that, students are expected to go to existing literature to support the claims that they make or to support the discussion on why music impacts individuals in those multiple ways. So with that, students are also required to think about the evaluation of the song, specifically who is the audience for this song. In addition to, had there been remakes of this song, and is the original version of the song geared towards the same audience, or has it changed like we see in the 21st century with some of the music that we listen to now? And so students are taken on a deep dive into not only the behavioral mental processes, but also the song and its impact on their behavior and mental processes.